today's demonstration we're going to be using the Forest Temple. This is a brand new stamp out. And we're going to just stamp in our VersaFine Clair, and then it's a great stamp to be colouring in and for detail. So we're not going to create too much colour for the background on this. We're going to build the colour afterwards. So I'm going to stamp up first in the Nocturne, which is the VersaFine Clair. So just dab that over the top of your stamp. Check that you've got all the detail. And then we're going to just pop that down in the middle. Just line that up the best that you can, and then give that a good press. Just let that rest. It's a big stamp, so give it a good press all the way around the edges, making sure that that whole image comes out. There we go. And as you can see from that, the detail that's brought out is just so nice. Okay. So we've got a couple of the foliage stamps to go with this. I'm going to use those first. This is a couple of our new stamps. Again, there's 2 of these in a pack. So inking up, this time we're going to be using Shady Lane. And it's just about building your colour up. I'm just going to use the edge now of this, just the very end. And just by stamping it off, you can see how you can just build up layer after layer, and how pretty that actually looks. And then we're going to go in with the other foliage. And we'll just pop a little bit of that around as well. Slightly different colour. Different colours just give you depth, which is what we want. And you can just fade that out as you go off the page. Okay. And then we've got our little branch stamp. This is a handy little stamp. It's a great filler. So again, I'm just going to ink up. And I'm going to take off. Let's get some detail going on in between these leaves. great. Okay. So now, if you like colouring in and you like painting, this is a great technique. So using the brushos now, just treat them as watercolours. I'm going to start with the lightest first, and I'm going to just go around the edge. You don't have to worry too much, you know, don't be too worried about getting the ink exactly where you want it. It's quite loosely how it's been painted. I wanted like a watercolour effect, so it's always good to start with a lighter colour first though, and then you can build your depth as you go along. Okay, so I'm going to move on to it's a moss green now. And I'm just going to go around the edge of the forest temple. As I say, if you love painting, this is just great way to work. Just colouring in the stamp. Very therapeutic. So I'm just bringing in a little bit of colour into the trees at the side now. And then I'm going to now paint the doorway. So I'm just going to use a little bit of the blue for this. Again, just give it a wash. You're versifying, it won't budge the actual stamped image because of it being an oil-based ink. So it will repel the water. Okay, so it's all starting to come together now. That's great. Okay, so I'm going to use some words around the edge there now. And we don't want a harsh colour, so I'm going to go in with a green again. I'm going to stamp off first. Okay. And then around the edge, this is Shady Lane again, which is your olive green. And this should now all start pulling together. And then I'm going with Twilight. And this is the blue, so this will just pick up the doorway colour. Okay, that's fab. And then we're going to take a little toadstool and bob a few of those about as well. I'm going to go back to the Twilight, which is a lovely navy blue. Just a bit of a feature to have those stamped around. And then we're going to use our copper gel pen, and we're just going to pick up and highlight a few areas on the tree. Go around the doorway. And then let's go over the stairs as well. And you can just see how this lovely copper just highlights all the areas. All the little areas on the tree, which looks fab. I don't know whether you can see that, how the copper just shines through. And then we're going to finish off with a bit of the glitter, so I think we'll go with the copper and the green. It will suit the colours that we've used here. So taking the glue pen, I'm just going to literally just dot a little of that around the tree. Okay, and now just sprinkle this over the top. And you can see the two-tone in this. This is a beautiful fine glitter copper, and then the coarser glitter within it is the green. And there we have it. And it's just enough. It's subtle, but it's just enough just to pick up a little bit of magic. So it's a great versatile stamp that you can have some real fun with, and you can do it in any colour you want. I've done it there in yellows and greens, but experiment, play, have some fun with it. That's what we make them for. Thanks everyone, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. See you again soon. Bye for now.